Hey, do you guys know disappointment? Okay, so hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's here again with another interesting video. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, share, you know what to do. If you're saying subscriber, thanks for coming back. And yeah, let's get into this video. So this is basically a story time about my worst hair experience, bad hair day, everything you've seen by the title and the description box. Like, this is like, you guys, I was upset that day, but let me just gather my anger. I will explain to you what happened to me from A to Z. So just stay tuned because guys, I was in shambles that day. So basically, you guys know I attended my sister's 19th birthday weekend last Saturday, yeah, and I got my hair done in North Mid. I even did I put everything in the vlog, my previous video, everything is in that vlog. I did my hair in North Mid. I even put the name of the salon. I'm not going to mention it again because it will look like I'm calling them out, which I low-key am, because the pointer that they did on my head was pathetically done. Yeah, you guys, like, I'm not even going to cap, like, it was like bad, you know. So let me tell you guys what happened. So yeah, so what happened was, when I was at the salon doing my hair, I noticed that when I was done doing my hair, the ponytail didn't actually come out the way it to come out. Like, I could tell that it wasn't professionally done, you know what I mean? And like, okay, most of you guys know I love doing like ponytails because my hair is perm and I don't like sitting through braids. It's like really irritating. So most of the time I get like a ponytail done like at the salon because it's like 150 and whatever. And those women, the owner of that salon, I'm not going to say whatever, they charged me $350. Why I went there, I don't even know. So I said, no, we're going to give you our wigs, their high-fi bash. And even me, if I'm going to like, I listened, I went $350 for a puff. Now I think about it, I was actually very naive because that doesn't even make sense. Like, why the hell would I pay $350 for a ponytail, you know? Yeah, so that's how I got my hair done. And then I looked in the mirror when I was done, and firstly they had pulled my skin so much. Even when blowing my hair, the woman was so brutal. I'm like, don't overblow my hair. No, I have to make sure it's what. You guys, my hair is firm. It's not natural. I don't understand what was so hard about getting the hair dry. She literally wanted to pull my hair follicles out of my scalp. You guys, I was upset that day. I was like, but then I tried to contain myself because I was going for a birthday party and I didn't want to like be this vibe kill. So I was like, let me just suck this up. And you know, my friend recommended it to me, the same place I went to, the same place that treated me like shambles. And then, you know, like they after doing my hair, they chased me. They're like, you're wasting space in the salon, sit outside. I'm like, after I was on that was paying them, you know, these Instagram people, Instagram businesses, if you're going to start an Instagram business or whatever, like, please just don't breed for no apparent reason, because it's not like we're begging you for your service. We're literally paying you to give us what you're offering, you know what I mean? I don't understand why you have to start being rude to us all of a sudden, because it's not like we were begging, no, please come do my hair, Shani. Everyone that sells clothes, even people that do like food businesses, if you own an Instagram business, just don't be rude for no reason. Like, you know that customer, okay, when it comes to business, the customer is always right. I mean, I'm doing accounts, I know what I'm talking about. The customer is always right. So I don't understand why you would want to be rude to somebody who's paying you for your services. That does not even make sense, like not even a bit. So yeah guys, I was chased. Sat outside and I was waiting for Kolani to come pick me up because she took long. She was lying and she's bathing and she's not bathing. That's not the point of the story though, but yeah. So I was literally told to sit outside and I was sitting outside, and then I got so hungry I went to buy a snack, and when I came back I sat on the same place I was sitting. They go like, no, move, want to eat Ishima from here. Okay, but those ladies, they were like so rude to me. I'm never going to go back to nothing to do my hair. But anyway, let me just continue with the story. That's not even the worst part. So after that happened, yeah, I went for the birthday weekend and whatever, and like everything was like chilled. So Sunday came and I went back to school, yeah. So you know when I do my hair and I know something is wrong, I'll keep on telling myself no, everything is okay. So I keep on like going in the mirror and checking if everything is fine and whatever. But then like something wasn't sitting right with me, like something was wrong. I'm like, no, Mandela, I think something's wrong with this hair. I'm just denying it because he spent $350. So I was like, okay, no, let me just suck it up and like move on. So Monday I had class at 10:30. So I went to class, and then like while I was in class, you people, they ponytail to drop, and I was so upset. You guys, like, you know, like ponytails, they do like a kachikuti, and then like they sew like the weave around, yeah. So me, I was sitting in, because I was sitting like in front of the class, and then I touched the ponytail. I was just feeling a chikuti. The weave started dropping. You people, I was upset. I went to the bathroom to check. I literally like did this, and the weave was like literally like falling off, and I was like, what the hell? That was like in between my class, and I was like, what am I going to do? Because I didn't have money to start redoing my hair, guys. I was like panicking. I'm like, okay, no, relax, you figure this out. And then, you know, like when my hair is in shambles, I don't tend to feel confident with myself. I just want to go and hide myself and just don't do anything, you know. So that's how I like dipped. Okay, I dipped. Okay, I left like after class, like I went back to my room. My friends came to see me, whatever, yeah. So then, like, I was looking at myself in the mirror, you guys, and I'm like, this ponytail is pathetically done. Like, it's not going to make. I'm not feeling confident with this hair. Let me like remove it. So I started removing it because I wasn't feeling like good about the hair. You know what I mean? So I just got my scissors and chopped off everything. Like, I just removed the weave, and then I'm like, now what am I going to do? Like, what next? I became so depressed because one, I had spent $350 on hair that came out after 2 days. 2, my parents were not going to send me any more money to do my hair because I had asked the previous week, first of all, hair for my outfit for Linda's item, money for my hair, just so many foolish things. So I even asked for dog time. Okay, but I troubled my parents a lot, but that's not the point. Yeah, you know, that's how after that I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do? Like, honestly, because I was like panicking. So I called my friend, and then I asked him, I'm like, bro, what should I do? Because this hair is pathetic. I feel so like I literally wanted to cut my hair off with that pair of scissors. I was going to just chop off the chikuti and just, I don't know. I was upset. Guys, the frustration I felt, I think that was on level 1000, because and the goodness was on Tuesday. The next day I had no class, so I was like, if there's anything I need to do, I can fix it maybe on Tuesday, you know. I tried putting a hair piece of paper and make it look some natural. Zero, nothing. I'm just like, this is bad. Like, it was bad. So that's how after that, guys, I was like, I called him, and then he goes like, okay, just tell your mom, because what else are you going to do? You know what I mean? Like, she will shout at you, but what else are you going to do? You can't just sit here with hair looking like that. So I called mommy, and she answered like, what's up? And then I'm like, mommy, I'm not doing it. Then she goes like, let me call you back, and she calls back like really fast. So she called me back in like a second. She's like, Mwenzela, what's wrong? I'm like, I explained everything about the hair, how it came out, how the picture, what the first thing she said was, Mwenzela taumfwa. You know, Bemba mothers, you guys living with the Bemba mom is like heart attack of its own. You guys, she shouted at me in all forms of Bemba. Although she's for deep Bemba, for problem you like going to not enjoy these things on Pinterest. These things are lies. You are yeah. You guys, I was like raised up. Like, she really shouted at me like last. She's like, no, Mwenzela, problem you like doing these things for pictures, whatever. You like these Instagram things. Stop going the Nalikoya. I've told you before, you know, like she really shouted at me. I'm just like, but I couldn't talk back, and I couldn't like defend myself because I wanted to ask for money. So I just kept quiet. I'm like, I'm sorry, you know. Yeah, before I was so depressed as that. Yeah, so then after that, then she talked, and then she goes like, so what are you going to do now? And then I'm like, I want to get my hair redone. Then she's like, go and do it. Now, me, I don't have money. Then I'm like, mommy, I don't have money. She's like, where are you going to get money from? Then my mother sometimes, she answers as if she's like, she's trying to tease me, you know what I mean? I'm like, I was hoping you would give me some. Yeah, this is the problem with you. Hey, she just rapped, you guys, like she talked, and then she goes like, okay, I'll send you something tomorrow morning that you can work with. I'm not going to send you any more money, so just whatever I'm going to send you should work with it and get your hair done tomorrow. I was like, okay, sharp, like, okay, fine, like I'll get it done like tomorrow, right? Yeah, so I kind of felt better because I knew she was going to send money, and whenever she said she's sending money, she like never forgets. So yeah, she sent the money. Like, she sent her $250 the same night, actually, like 2 minutes after she just cut. I don't even know why she was tripping. Okay, I was just being difficult, but yeah, so she sent $250. Then I'm like, okay, so I've got $250. let me get my hair washed, because like there was gel, so like it was hard, so I had to get it like washed and dry so that I could braid my hair the next day. So I'm like, where am I going to do my hair from? Oh yeah, and she told me, she's like, stop going to North Mid, just be going to the mall because it's near us across Levy, you come back to school, whatever. But then like I always avoid going to the mall because it's expensive because of like rent, and I figured it would be more expensive to go to the mall than like to go anywhere else, you know what I mean? But I mean, if I get poor service in North Mid, I might as well just go to the mall where it's comfortable, you know what I mean? Call me spoiled, but that's that. I'm never being attended to rudely by a hairdresser again. So yeah, so that's how I got my hair washed and whatever. Then I'm like, okay, who's going to do my hair? Because I was trying to evaluate my options. I didn't want to go to the mall because I knew the 250 wasn't going to be enough at the mall. I knew it was only going to be enough, and I didn't want to tell her that because she's going to shout at me. So I was like, okay, I called this lady. My friend sent me her number sometime last year and I wanted to do fashion twist for my birthday. And then yeah, so I called her. I'm like, hi, do you do knotless braids? She's like, yes. And then I'm like, are you available tomorrow? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I want to do knotless braids. How much are they going to be? She's like, oh, they'll be 250, just the same amount that my mom had sent me. And then I asked her that she could come and do my hair from like school because, okay, I was feeling it honestly, like I didn't want to do something else. So that's how I was there. She's like, yeah, I'll be there at 10. Is that okay? I've got a meeting in the morning, but I'll be there at 10. I'm like, okay, no problem. You'll find me, Shanshani. Just call me when you're here. I'll give you directions to my room and the like. She's like, okay, no problem. See you tomorrow. I didn't feel comfortable and confident. I'm like, okay, I'll get my hair done tomorrow. I'll stop complaining and I'll finally look like a baddie. You know what I mean? Despite the fact that my hair was looking like a frog that night. But yeah, so that's how I was been like texting, eating, I ate and everything. I slept. When I woke up the next morning, I actually woke up in a really good mood on Tuesday because, like, I don't know, that's such a good mood. And I called the lady at 6 a.m. in the morning. I went and apologized. I'm like, sorry for calling you late. Sorry for calling you this early, but like, are you still going to come? She's like, yeah, I'm coming at 10, don't worry, I'll call you, whatever. She was really reassuring me that she was going to come. I'm like, bet, getting my hair done, you know? Yeah. So, and then I went back to bed. Then when I woke up at 7, even before I woke up, I was sick. Like, I didn't wake up in a good mood. Like, I was sick. Like, my body was aching. My joints everywhere, as in my knees, my wrists, my ankles, my neck, everything was hurting. And I felt like vomiting. I was very nauseous. And then my mouth had this, like, really funny taste. Like, that kind of malaria. And I was literally feeling like I had malaria, to be honest. I don't even know. But yeah. So that's how I was like, this got sickness from where? But then I was like, okay, that's as why I called the lady to come do my hair from school, because I wasn't going to have energy to go to the mall or move out of my room or whatever. So yeah, so that's how after that I kind of got up because I knew she was coming at 10. I had to like get up and clean and like shower, get my like breakfast and the like. So I woke up and then yeah, I ate breakfast. No, actually I drank a cup of tea. I cleaned, I showered, and I was still feeling sick because like my body was aching. So even like everything I was doing was like quite slow. So yeah, I showered and everything. Then I started chilling. I started watching Jane the Virgin because I knew she was going to come. Then it was like 10, and then I'm like, probably Zambian time. She probably be here at like 11. I kind of forgave her for that and I cut her some slack because I mean, like, not all of us are always on time. Yeah, so I was like, okay, safe. Then when it got to like 11, as I became like hungry, so I'm like, okay, let me eat like a heavy meal. I was supposed to make chicken stew that day on Tuesday for lunch, but I was feeling sick, I told you guys. So I ended up eating leftover rice and beef from the previous day. I was like, okay, I didn't have anything to cook, so like I'll just make the chicken stew for supper and then I'll have this like for lunch. So that's how I ended up eating rice and beef. Then I removed the chicken from the freezer so that it can defrost, so that I could like prepare it for supper and whatever. Then after that, yeah, I ate while watching Jane the Virgin. I didn't even finish season 1 because of school, but yeah. Then yeah, I ate and then I started feeling like really sick. Like I started feeling like worse. I felt like vomiting out everything I had eaten. I'm like, what's this? You know, I was like so bang. Then I fell asleep, like I blacked. Guys, I slept. Then I woke up at 12:10. I'm like, this woman's not yet here. Then I called her. I'm like, are you still coming or should I cancel and call somebody else? She goes like, no, the meeting is taking long. I'm going to court, so I'm not going to manage to come. The woman cancelled on me at 12 hours. You get, I was like, could this day get any worse? Guys, I was just like, what the hell am I going to do now? You know, I was like, I had no energy. the kitchen was dirty because from warming the food and everything, and I hadn't washed because I was feeling sick. I even snapped my beddings because guys, that day was just bad. Yeah, so that's how after that what happened? I was like, okay, think fast. You have to get your hair done today. That was like already past midday, and I had class the next day, Wednesday at 8 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, I can't go to class. I don't want to wear a wig. I wasn't willing to wear. I don't want to get my hair braided because the goodness about braids is they last for a good amount of time. Despite them taking long, like when doing the hair and whatever, at least they'll last a substantial amount of time, you know. I was like, okay, fine, like, okay. What am I going to do? So I tried calling another lady to come and do my hair, but then I'm like, this is the reason why your mother was shouting at you. Just go to the mall and do your hair. Just go to the mall. A little bit just like when they just get up and go to the mall. And like I was wearing like a sweatshirt and sweatpants. So like I just took off my sweatpants, wore jeans, my Air Force, which are currently stained because I got soaked on my way to guys. Yeah, so I wore that, and then I already had like my wigs like to use to braid my hair. The mesh. Yeah, so I got my extensions, money, phone, and my umbrella because it was about to rain outside. So I left. Now on my way to outside school to get a taxi, because I wasn't going to use the window to Levy, like, come on. And I wasn't going to walk. I can't walk to Levy alone. I'm scared of men. I will be wrecked. Okay, like I know I sound pathetic, but I'm really scared of walking to Levy. Like I know it's just there, but yeah. So that's how. On my, like, it started raining. Now, like, the only thing the umbrella protected was my hair, my shabby looking hair, because I had to leave school looking like a donkey because my hair was in shambles. First of all, you know, I didn't have a blower, so it just dried and I just blacked. Like I woke up, the hair was just ish. I wish you could see the way I looked that day. You guys, I was looking like a monster. Sad. Yeah, then that's how the only thing I was protected was my hair. My Air Force are currently muddy. Like they're I have to clean them. I don't even know I haven't cleaned them up to now. But yeah, so I got soaked. Then I got a taxi, and then I had to, like, he wasn't going to accept mobile money, so I had to withdraw money while it was raining heavily. So I gave him the 30 kwacha to take me to Levy, right? And then with no and as me, I'm thinking nothing could get any worse. We were stuck in traffic because like this road like between school and Levy is like really congested, so we were stuck in traffic for 30 minutes. So by the time I was reaching Levy, it was 13 hours. I'm like, am I going to get my hair done? And I was moving by faith because honestly, every time they can pray in the car, I'm like, Lord, let me get my hair braided, please. I won't be able to go to class tomorrow looking like a pig. That's how I got to the mall, I got out, and then I went to the salon and I found it open. Now I had never been there, cuts and braids, I've never been there. Like I always go to the one like back at home. That's where I get my ponytail done. If not there, I go to the platinum parlor. But yeah, because I mean mommy pays when I'm at home. Now when I'm at school, I should be going to the mall. But I've learned my lesson, guys. I'm not going back to Northmead. Yes. So that's how I went to the mall. Then I asked them, do you guys do knotless braids? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, how much? 350. And then remember mommy said to me, how much? Send me 250. I'm like, shit. I was like, oh my goodness, like, you know. Yeah, then that's how I didn't even want to say I didn't have enough money. And I said, okay, let me just start braiding my hair, because I knew if I started saying I don't have enough money, they will think I'm not going to be, they were going to think I wasn't being serious. So I was just like, okay, fine, let me just get my hair braided, and then I'll call mommy to ask her to spend some money. All I knew was going to shout at me even more. Why? Because I didn't go to the mall in the first place in the morning. I decided to wait for a lady who didn't show up after 5 hours. Yeah, started braiding my hair, and the woman was actually really fast because started braiding my hair at like 14 and I'm done at 17. Yeah, and they're like, you know, they're like really long. Yeah, okay, I like long hair. Okay, yeah. So that's how after that I called my mom like 10 minutes after I started braiding my hair. I'm like, hi mommy. I told her, I'm like, I called because I got like the night before I told her that I'd called the lady to come do my hair from home, and she wasn't for the idea, but she was like, okay, fine, because I think she was like tired. Yeah, so I told her, I'm like, someone supposed to come braid my hair cancelled. Hey, what if you know what them want? Yeah, she started again speaking in Bemba. You like giving these funny arrangements. I don't just go to the mall early in the morning, you bath, 8 hours you go. Instead of waiting for people disappoint. Instagram. Hey, what? Hey, she talked. I'm like, okay, yes, for me, I've heard. Now, Kylie, the money has shorted at by how much? By 100 kwacha. And mind you, I had to deduct 30 kwacha for transport. So I actually had 220. and so I needed like 130 to make it 250. So I was like, I need some more money because transport and whatever. But eventually she sent, because she's my mommy and she loves me. Yeah, so she sent the money. Then I was like, okay, safe. At least I'm actually going to get my head. And like I could actually breathe. But then I was still feeling sick. My body was like still aching. My joints, I was feeling like vomiting, and I was moving up and about. Then I stayed in one position now for 3 hours. That just made my body feel 10 times worse. So I did my hair, then I had to go through the money because I had to pay them the extra 130. Yeah. So that's how I got my hair done, guys. And then I came back to school. I got like at like 18 because I had to get like a few groceries as well, like from Pick and Pay. So I came back to school. And then I felt exhausted. And then to think I was coming back to a clean room, I came back. Then I remember that, oh wait, first of all, I left the chicken outside. I came back and thought the chicken had turned green. Guys, the chicken was green because I moved from the freezer at like 9. I don't even know why. So it was like out like the whole day. It became green. So I had to throw it in the bin. I wasn't going to eat green chicken. And then the kitchen was dirty because I didn't wash the plates. And then like when you don't soak the plates, like the oil becomes hard. Then my room was just in a mess, and then I was sick, guys. That day was just irritating. But the goodness was my hair was done, so I was like, okay, let me just get this stuff done, and then I go to sleep. So yeah, that's how after that I cleaned up a bit. I wasn't even going to bath. Okay, TMI. Yes. So after that I changed and whatever, cleaned up everything. I just ate cornflakes and then I slept. More of the story. I'm never going back to North Mid. You guys, that day was like pathetic. Like honestly, I think that was like the worst day of my life. I've never had such a hair experience so bad. You guys, I didn't even know what, like, I was depressed that day. I was like, I was happy about my hair, and I wasn't going to go to class the next day on Wednesday. I wasn't going to go to class. But yeah. Then I thought about it. I'm like, that's actually a really good story I can tell my subscribers. And I was like, that's a really good topic. Or not really topic, but like a good story time for you guys. So I tried to tell you guys a story about that pathetic day. That's what I was about. Guys, you know when I was walking to the car, like when I was walking to the taxi, like when I was walking from my room to outside school today, I was like dropping tears. I wanted to cry. I was like, I'm a strong girl, guys. Cause sad. I feel like I was going to drop dead. I'm not even capping. The way I was feeling, I was stressed, I was sad, I was depressed. I was like, sad. That's the grace of God that I ever managed to get my hair done. Because, hey, please. But yes, so that's what happened to me on Tuesday. Okay, this weekend I think it was a post-party sickness. I don't know. But yeah, and it only happened on Tuesday. Can you imagine? But yeah, so that's basically what happened with my hair issues. Hope you guys enjoyed this story. Sad. Guys, I'm now going back to North Mid. And I even asked about the prices and everything because North Mid is like 50 kwacha from Zika, so I have to pay like 100 go come. I mean, it's almost the same as me paying 30 kwacha to go to Levy because the hair is more expensive, but I will still spend more for transport. So yeah, I've learned my lesson. I'm never going back that side. They were extremely rude. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little story time. I've got another interesting video coming up for you guys next week. You don't want to miss it. So like, subscribe, share, hit your post notification button. You know what to do. Tell your aunties, your uncles to come watch my videos. And yeah, so I'm here to keep you guys entertained, even though I'm with that. But yeah, balancing school and YouTube, I don't recommend, guys. But yeah, anyway, I will see you guys in my next video.
It's OVA the creator.